This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
Hi Gemini, the football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we're going to have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18+. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
At BetMGM, we know how to put on a show. So we don't just do offers. We do golden offers like this.
MGM Millions, our supersized jackpot where right now you could win over £21 million.
Get ready for the golden era in online casino. BetMGM, it's showtime.
Minimum 10p game stake. Terms and conditions apply. 18+. Please gamble responsibly.
Bradford, it's Beagrey. He's got to make this count. It's Beagrey. It's 1-1. You'll see a somersault now. You'll get a double.
We're BetMGM Sports and Casino. We know things aren't always golden. That's why we offer you the tools to keep your place safe. Set timeouts to always ensure you take a break when you feel like you need it. Set reality checks so you know exactly how long you've been playing. And set deposit limits to help control what you spend. Stay golden with BetMGM. Play responsibly.
18+. Hi Gemini, the football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we're going to have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18+. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
Right, the golden microphone is live wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Chickens on the Loose. And we are talking about the Carlisle versus Bradford City game. But before we get into that, we'll be talking about the Aston Villa game, obviously the Carlisle, the weather forecast for the Carlisle game, latest transfer news, and also what's on your plate. And just like a Bradford City attacking, defence and midfield and starting 11, we're slowly getting back to fitness here. So hopefully Lee and Haru both can hear me.
Hey Johnny, hope you're alright, mate.
And Lee should be able to hear me?
Yeah, loud and proud, mate.
Happy days. Right, lads, so let's get this podcast on the go, shall we? So what was your thoughts on the Aston Villa game?
Absolutely incredible. Obviously, for Bradford, it is like a nostalgia return to Villa Park, obviously. Yes, it may have been the under 21s, but we have played amazing out there on the pitch that night. I remember being there. I remember seeing you there, Johnny, obviously. That 3-1 win, it just hit back a lot of nostalgia. Obviously, to me, back in the 2013-14 season where we played Villa at home and away for the EFL Cup or something like that. But that 3-1 win, when we to get us advancing to the next round, it just brought me a lot of nostalgia and memories from back then. So all I've got to say, the lads played absolutely incredible out there tonight, so that night. I don't think that I could have changed it, even though Callie was a little upset that Patter got subbed out in the second half. But I think Graham was probably saving him for Carlisle game. So overall, lads played absolutely incredible. There's nothing bad I can say about that game.
And what about yourself, Lee? Did you watch it on Sky? And welcome back, Lee. I hope you're feeling a lot better.
I did. Getting there, I think, but I don't say I'm any better yet because I did that before and it got worse. Aston Villa, under 21s. I thought we did well. I think they showed that they had movement. They didn't really get much chance in first half. And I think by half-time, I think game were done for some Bradford fans. Subs were being made. What was it, 45 minutes? Pato went off and...
Yeah,
Johnson.
The second half, Pato went off.
Yeah. But Callum Johnson went off before half-time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did enough to show his back. He showed us his bit of class. Good finish.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Callum Johnson. Yeah, his debut for the club, I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest.
I enjoyed the game. It was a good game.
So anything else you guys want to talk about the Villa game, guys?
I just think it's a good place to go play football, isn't it? Like Alexander said in his preempt with it.
Yeah.
It's a
the
fantastic
atmosphere.
stadium. Can I finish? It's a fantastic stadium to play football in. Villa Park has always been one of the best stadiums in Football League, so happy days. A lot to look forward to with an absolutely cement-strong midfield now that we've got.
Yeah.
And Haru,
all I could say about that Villa game, the atmosphere we created out there that night, and at the end when we all just clapped the players and we were all just chanting our chants, it was a good atmosphere for a cup game, especially under 21s away at Villa Park. Yes, they brought back nostalgia, and we actually did a lot of chanting as well, which I'm actually surprised about because we normally really don't chant at cup games. But I was happy to see that the fans were chanting. Obviously, it was not a big game. Yes, it was to advance us, but it is under 21.
How many City fans were there?
A little over 500.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
It is for that.
So, guys, right, wherever you are now, I want you to sit down, grab yourself a Yorkshire pudding, grab yourself some Yorkshire tea, because it's a bit of story time. And the Villa game is going to go down in history, me, for one reason. The only reason is this. So I set off from work at reasonable time, from work, 10 to 4, I set off to go to the game. And obviously traffic and everything like that, it geared up. And when I looked at the sat-nav, it said I would get there for 7:30. It was a 7:30 kickoff. So then we got a phone call to say we can't park at the ground. So then I went on, well, obviously pulled over services and then booked a just parking spot, park on somebody's driveway. And I panicked that much, I paid like 15, 16 quid to park on someone's driveway. So put it in the TomTom, and it said we'd get there for 7 o'clock. I thought, buzzing. Got to our spot, and Burnham Council decided to shut off all the roads around the ground. So I couldn't get to my parking spot. So I've come back round again to get into the ground, or to beg them, please, could I go down this road? And they're like, no, we have scored. Bradford City have scored. And I'm stressed to no else. Then near the ground there's a little estate. So I've just got and knocked on somebody's door. And they're like, yes, like, how can I help you, kind of thing. And they're like speaking through the letterbox. And I went, please, I've just travelled 4.5 hours to get to this game. Please, can I park on your driveway? And obviously this went on for about 5 minutes. And eventually, soundest people ever in near Villa Park, they said, yes, we score a goal again. Then I've gone into the ground. I've gone onto the safe standing, or bumped into Haru, gone to the safe. I'm still stressed. I'm shaking like a leaf. Aston Villa then score. Said to my friend, let's go and get something to eat. You probably guessed what happened. Bradford City score again. I only saw one goal that night, and that was Aston Villa. I didn't see anything else. It felt like I was there for 10 minutes.
Don't worry about it, buddy. I missed the 2 goals we scored as well.
Looked on YouTube and goals were all right, but that was a bit of story time for you. Never step foot in Burnham ever again. Right, moving. sugar. Moving on to... Hold on. My iPad's just... There we go. So, Carlisle United versus Bradford City, and it is live on Sky Sports Plus at Brundle Park, Saturday the 18th of January at 12:30, and the referee is Ben Speedy, or Benjamin Speedy, should we say. I wonder if he's going to run fast. So, League One, he's had 11 appearances. He's dished out 39 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. In League Two, he's had 6 appearances, 19 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the FA Cup, he's had 3 appearances, 11 yellow cards, 1 second yellow equaling a red, and no penalties. In the EFL Cup, he's had 2 appearances, 4 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. In the National League, he's had 1 appearance, 4 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. Altogether, he's had 23 appearances, 77 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 1 red, and 2 penalties. And then going over to the Simon Parker article. And for regular listeners, I do apologise if I butcher names. So Carlisle possibly starting team lineup is Breeze, Hayden, Lovely, Demet, Hills, Whelan, Fisher, Harper, Embleton, Wern and Armstrong, with Scott, Jones, Harris, Didick, Patching, MacArthur, Lewis. Their leading top goal scorers Armstrong with 3. League position 24th, aka relegation position. In the last 4 games, Tranmere have lost. They've lost against Tranmere, lost against Crewe, won against Accrington Stanley, and lost against Morecambe. Carlisle set to throw in plenty of new faces tomorrow after their signing splurge. Winger Jordan Jones hopes to return from a shoulder injury, and Harry Lewis could be back on the bench against his former team following a broken finger. Bradford City, Walker, Baldwin, Shepherd, Kelly, Halliday, Smallwood, Pattison, Richards, Savak, Poynton and Cav, with Lapsett, Lee, Mellons, Wright, Kerr, Byrne and Doyle on the bench. Leading top scorer is Andy Cook with 15. League position is 9th. In the last 4 games, we've beaten Aston Villa 3-1 under 21s. We've won Grimsby, drawn against Barrow, and beaten Chesterfield 2-1. Graham Alexander could keep his faith with the side that beat Grimsby in last league outing and keep January recruits on the bench. Referee Ben Speedy from Liverpool last officiated City when they won at Wrexham 11 months ago. He issued his first red card in 23 games this season on Tuesday at Leyton Orient. And for people who bet, Carlisle are 12-5, Bradford City are 23-20. The draw is 23-10, and last times these sides met, Carlisle bet us 2-1 in September in Harry Lewis's return to Valley Parade. So, guys, what is your thoughts on that?
Easy win. Easy win to us. Like, obviously, we all know Cookie's out for the rest of the season, but obviously, I've discussed this with so many other people, and they've all said to me as well, one man does not make a team. Yes, Andy Cook is amazing for us, but we proved it against Grimsby away at home. We proved it against Aston Villa away. We have no doubt of beating Carlisle because they are currently 23rd, 24th in the league? They're currently bottom of the league, aren't they? So I've got no doubt that we will win. We'll smash them 100% because I've got faith in the lads, and obviously with the lads, they will smash them 100%. Nothing. I got no bad faith against this game. I 100% will back that we will win.
And what about yourself, Lee?
Well, bad faith I've never heard of, mate, but I do know history. Bradford City playing against bottom of the league, against whatever team and however bad they always struggle. And I don't know why that's always been the case, but it's always been the case. Yes, on paper, we should run rings round them. Shut up, Arun. Yes, we should run rings round them, but we've yet to ever do it. When is the last time we won in Carlisle?
1975?
It's a long, long time. We need to put that to bed, and I think we're capable of doing it. This midfield we've got going in, Sarcevic, and Smallwood is having a cracking season, but he's doing his things what he's good at, winning the ball. We can't play without the ball, so we need him on top form. We need Sarcevic, we need Poynton, we need the ball getting up front for Kavanagh. And whoever's going to play up front with him, I don't know. Is it going to be Verdane Oliver? I sincerely hope not. Tyler Smith's gone out on loan. I wish Verdane Oliver had joined him. There's rumours of a striker coming in. Possibly going to be next week now. Probably won't be today, I don't think. But you never know. Never say never. And, well, could they get the paperwork done in time for him to play tomorrow? And I'm full of cold still, so you have to excuse my voice going. But yeah.
So,
I'm thinking we can scrape it, but I won't be surprised if we got a draw.
So you think it's going to be, what, do you think it's going to be 0-0, 1-1?
I think it's going to be 1-0 to us, hopefully. I'm always positive. I always think we're going to win. But we're playing bottom of the league. It worries me.
And what about yourself, Haru? What do you think your score prediction's going to be tomorrow?
2-0. 2-0.
So I think it's going to either go two ways. It's either we're going to batter them like 3-0, 4-0. That's ideal. But it's like Lee's saying there, bottom at league, you don't know what Bradford City are like. I think it won there since 1975 or 1972 or whatever it is. It's one of them days. I can't remember which one it's top of my head. I just really hope we do gel together, play well, score some goals, and just batter them. And just because I know Carlisle have bought a couple of players in. They're just like throwing money up the wall, throwing shit at the wall, and hoping it sticks with players. But money cannot fix everything. And personally, I think Carlisle are going to go down. Them and Markham. I think Ackley and Stanley and the rest of them are going to be fine, but if anyone else wants to join in, or we've got a couple of people watching, so if anyone else or listening or watching...
I hope you're right, Johnny. I really do. I'd love to see Carlisle get relegated.
Yeah.
Back-to-back relegations.
It couldn't happen to a nicer club, and this... I know I'm going off topic a little bit, but this fake rivalry we've got over Twitter, it all started, I think, with the fireworks people put on Twitter about keeping Andy Cook up. I saw the football cops thing and the rivalry they've caused, and the money just pissing money up the wall and trying to fix a problem what they've got, and the dodgy manager they bought from MK Dons who probably were going to get sacked anyway. But Carlisle, I just really hope we beat them tomorrow, and I'm going tomorrow, driving down, setting off about 8:30. So I'm hoping...
I'm already in Carlisle.
You're already there, Haru. So
yeah, back at the hotel.
So we're going to cross over to Haru now, who's the Carlisle expert.
Hi, Gemini. The football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we can have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18+. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
Made a Carlisle expert.
Carlisle expert in his hotel. Is it a Premier Inn, Haru?
No, it's actually the Cumbria Hotel. It's not that far from the ground. That's why I booked this specific hotel. So it's just walking distance to the ground.
That's not bad.
It's actually a decent room for a night for cheap as well.
So moving on now, guys. The weather forecast for tomorrow. It seems like it's going to be a bit overcast. It's going to be sunny intervals and light winds. It's going to start off with a sunrise at 8:24 in the morning. It's going to be a nice 5-6 degrees. Basically, you need to take your big coats tomorrow. It's going to be a bit nippy. And then the sun will set at 4:21 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, sorry. So take your big coats, and hopefully there will be a party atmosphere at Carlisle, and hope everybody behaves themselves. Right, moving on now to the latest Bradford news. And we're just going to go straight for basically Tyler Smith has joined Barrow on loan. So what's your thoughts on that, Lee and Haru?
Lee, I'll let you go first on this one.
Oh, cheers for that. I just think he needs to play. I don't think it's a bad thing. He needs to be playing, and he needs to show Alexander now, if he's gone on loan like that and he gets in team at Salford. He had some of his best football there, so he needs to start banging ball back at net regularly. You know, that's his answer to going out on loan. Can he do it? I hope he can, because that's what he is. He's a goal scorer. He's not a creative player. If we can get on something, we've struggled this year to supply for strikers, especially strikers like him who like to get in behind. So we'll see.
And what about yourself, Haru?
I 100% agree what Leah said. Tyler Smith does, obviously, we know he does not get enough game time that he's needing or wanting to improve with us. So like what Lee said, Tyler Smith going on loan to Barrow, I think that's the best move that he could have in his career at the moment. So he can get the game time, he can develop, and then show Graham Alexander what he's made of, because Graham's not going to want him back if he's just going to be the same person there than he was at Bradford. If he wants to play for Bradford, he needs to show Graham Alexander what he can do and what he can achieve for us.
And on now to Ollie Sanderson, who used to play for Bradford. His contract, or his loan contract, got terminated this week. I can't remember what day it was, some point this week. He's now gone on loan to Harrogate. And just a quick one from Simon Parker. The Fulham striker season loan Valley Parade was cut short at the start of the window, but Sanderson has now gone straight back to League Two with a move to Simon Weaver's team. We're delighted he's chose us for the next loan spell. We've told the club's website he is young and he's just type of character we want in the building. I think there's goal scoring in there, and he'll really benefit from playing for us. Sanderson scored 3 times in his 4 spells early on at the Bantams, but then his form dipped. His final appearance was New Year's Day when he came off the bench early on following Andy Cook's serious knee injury. So Haru and Lee, whoever wants to go first on Sanderson going to Harrogate, our arch rivals. What's your thoughts?
Thing is, I'm not really bothered about it because we didn't really see much of Ollie Sanderson play for us. Yes, it is our arch rivals, obviously, but the Harrogate they are a good side. Don't get me wrong, they are a good side in football. But I think it's just that, his form deep. The last time he played for us was then Cookie got injured at Barrow away. But I've never really seen much of him play, so it might have just been the fact that he may be getting more game time with Harrogate instead of us, because we've not been recently playing him as much. So if that's the decision that he's gone to, that's why he's gone. His loan got terminated and he's gone to Harrogate because he wants game time. Then I'll go for it. We're not going to stop him, obviously. To be honest, I wasn't even that bothered that he left because I didn't really see much of him play. So to me, I wasn't really bothered about that.
And what about yourself, Lee?
I think he just looked like a player. When he was with us, he didn't look like he really wanted to be here. He didn't look like he bought into what Alexander were trying to do with him. I don't think he got Alexander, to be fair. He's gone. He's one that could come back and bite us in the bum, maybe. I don't know. He's obviously got talent. There's no doubt about that. We never saw best of it. Because I don't think Alexander trusted him, and I don't think he trusted being here. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, and I think also that they've cleared the decks. They've got him out. They've got Tyler out. I think Vidane Oliver will hopefully go before end at window and make room for another striker coming in. And of course, Tommy Lee that we've got has played up front. He's played in that striker's role. So
Yeah.
I'm not in a rush to see what comes in. If somebody comes in over the next 5-6 days, great. Depends who he is, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's like you were saying earlier, there's rumours of a player joining a forward. I think the City vent tweeted something out earlier, so
yeah, we'll
see what happens next week. On the Ollie Sanderson...
The one I would be interested in as a rumour, maybe it should wait till end of the thing, but is this Stefan Negru?
Yes.
Centre-half.
I know exactly what you're about.
If there's any mileage in that at all, I think City should push the boat out and try and get him if it's a possibility. If it's not, it is what it is. He's a class act. It's as simple as that.
I think we're going to get him, Lee, because rumours are, I think I'll keep plugging in the City Vent. There's a great podcast of the City Vent, guys, if you get over there and like his stuff. He's on about the Stubbs going to wherever he's on loan now, possibly permanent, going there. His contract getting terminated, going there perm.
Yeah,
so
Stubbs is going Stubbs is going to go permanent.
Stubbs perm, that'll free up a bit of space there.
Yeah.
And then obviously if Oliver goes...
He was on a decent contract with Stubbs. So it's all making room, isn't it, for someone major coming in. You don't, and it takes time. You can't do it overnight. So we'll see who it is.
All I'm going to ask: do we even really care that if Stubbs goes permanently?
Not really.
Like we've been amazing.
If you'd have asked me that question 3 months ago, then I would care because we were running out of defenders. But now. Things are improving. People are coming back fit.
Yeah,
and they're showing the worth now. I think we got coming up to strength at the right time.
And we had button guys. Troller.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buddy. All right.
Not so bad, Pellium.
Yeah, Sam, mate.
That's good. Yeah, that guy Stubbs has gone to Cheltenham and he's signed permanently.
Is it been confirmed?
Actually signed?
Yeah, he's actually signed. I've seen. I think he's somewhere. He's definitely signed.
I've not seen that, so
I'll just double check.
I believe you because I think that's probably what's going to happen. He were on a good wage, so they could do with freeing that up. So happy days.
Yeah. Well, now that Johnson's back, I don't think that we actually really need a centre back. Other ones are doing pretty well. I did actually think we did need one, but for some reason Shepherd seemed to up his game a little bit. He's got a lot better than when he first come. He was a little bit wonky, wobbly. I think now he's found his structure. He's playing pretty well. In that cup, Callum Johnson looked pretty decent, got a goal. I know you only broke him in with 45, but a player of his calibre, you won't want to throw him in deep end and say, right, do a full 90 when he's played very little football.
And have you got any thoughts on the Carlisle game, Troller?
Oh, I was agreeing with Lee earlier. We can beat top at league. You can beat them, but bottom at league, it's just, I don't know, it must be just it's
always been that way, hasn't it?
Always been that way. Even when in 80s, it was same. We couldn't beat.
It was in 70s as well.
We couldn't beat anyone. We can't beat the bottom. You could put your mortgage, your bank, everything on. We will lose tomorrow. And sad to say it, but I hope we win because this momentum that we're on, we need to keep it going. But we're a victim of his own wrongdoing by losing at bottom of the team. I mean, we lost to Morecambe. There we're at bottom. There's loads of bottom sides that we're losing. Harrogate, We shouldn't be losing to teams
we
like that.
lose when we should win, don't we? It's just always been that way.
Definitely. I mean, I'm all up for this. Walsall, someone's tweeting on there, and I'm saying, look, you want a runaway winner. We're definitely not going to get first. So you want a runaway winner to beat every team around you, and you'll keep winning. And in that way, we'll go up the leagues. We'll go up through
I
the
don't mind
tables.
going up at second.
That's it. You don't go up at second.
We did it when Sheffield United went up that year, if you remember.
Yeah, well, I went to
we went up second. Game. So did I. We were stood next to Bobby Nutt.
I went to that, and that's what you want. A team that's going to win. It'll just constantly win and beat all teams around us. But we need to be winning these bottom at league teams, because these are going to be the ones that will catch us out if we don't. But I know that Mark Hughes, he broke a few burdens that we had, didn't he? Broke a few records. So maybe Graham Alexander could break the trend and think, hey, we are turning it on, you know.
If we're going to do it, it's now, isn't it? It's building on what we've got over the last 3 or 4 games. We've just got to keep that going.
Definitely got to keep
like you say, if runaway leaders Walsall can smash everyone around us, and it's looking good, isn't it, for top 3 finish? Maybe still. It's not beyond us. We're not that far away, and people have been like crying in the coffee in the morning, thinking, "Oh no, we're miles away." We're not. We're not miles away. We've got a game in hand on some of them, and all.
We're not miles. We're not way off it. And what you want, Walsall, like you say, winning everyone. We don't look a million miles away from it. You know, if everyone were thinking this season we're going to be one of the hardest with some big teams, and I do understand that, but I think that the league, because all these teams have got equal quality players, it's making it like a bit of an even. They're all 50-50 games, you know.
Yeah. Everybody can beat everybody.
Yeah, that's it. And I think that if we ever were going to do it, is now, because the teams that are going to, well, they're not forced to come down, but if you look at bottom of League One, and that there's some big teams that could come down, you know.
Make it even harder next season. It's just, it's now or never.
Now or never,
Whatever.
yeah. Definitely now or never. If it ain't this season, we can say never, because so I think this is the easiest run we're going to ever have to getting promoted now.
I mean, only thing that sort of goes in our favour if it has to be next season is teams that come down really struggle until they get to grips with what Division 4 is. And I call it Division 4 because that's what it is for me.
That's what it was for me, Division 4. We've
always been Division 4. I remember going up to Darlington when Barrier fell down up right-hand side. Do you know what I mean?
First game I ever went to away game was Darlington.
You fight your way out of that 4th division. You do.
Yeah, my first ever away game was Darlington.
Was it?
Yeah, it was my first ever away game. It was to go to Old Bradford End, Charlie Brown stand, I used to call it.
Yeah, that's my old stomping ground, Bradford End.
And so just start winding down now, guys. So, Lee, have you got anything you want to chat about, shout about, vent about anything?
No, just glad to be back, mate, to be honest. This flu bug, it seems like everybody and his dog's had it. And now I've got it and I can't get rid of it for some reason. So if anybody's got any advice, I'd appreciate it. And I've tried most, so... Lemon and ginger.
We're glad to have you back. We're glad to have you back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I hate it when I have to miss it.
Yeah.
And Troller, have you got anything you want to chat about, shout about, vent about anything?
No, I've seen a few tweets about these strikers, but I know people are saying strikers. It's stating obvious because that's a department what we're going to need. I mean, we've offloading Tyler, Ibsen, Stubbs is going, which I know ain't a striker. Hopefully Oliver, big wages, not really pulling any strings. He's not climbing. He's not doing. He's, he were at Gillingham. If he were any good, wouldn't Gillingham have kept hold of him? That's a telltale sign.
I'll just give you a watchword on this. I remember Tony Adcock coming, who was supposed to be going to score 30 goals a season, do this. He scored 1. I think he got 1 other goal, I'm not sure. he didn't get very many. He didn't get very many runs in team either because he was bleeding awful. Remember Tony Adcock?
Nope. Tony Adcock, no. I'd have to look for
Like, we got him from Ipswich. He were going to be a world beater at Bradford.
Well,
I do remember other good signings like, Lee Sinnott, centre half. Oh, fudge. I remember him playing against Barnsley and he was running towards their goal and he should have scored. He could have just let it running, but his hamstring went. One of the funniest things I've ever seen on a football field. That.
I watched him have a few fights with Greg Abbott, and then he signed for us from Oldham. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
I just think that we do need a striker because of the ones that are going out. And I do think we're a little bit over bloated. I think we're over Numbers wise, yeah, but not with quality. We're getting a few out.
Players we could get rid of and not miss.
Adore, Oliver.
I don't mind Edouard, to be honest.
I don't mind.
He's a bit hit and miss, unfortunately, but...
The only thing what I've got about him is his manager before, Barnsley didn't fancy him, and the one where he was before said that he's got all the attributes, all the skills, all the trickery, the fast feet. He's just no end product. And we're sort of seeing that he looks good until he gets to goal.
Yeah, he don't like being smacked in the mouth, does he?
No, that's...
He tends to bottle some games, I think. That's what I have against him as well. So
would you have him on board, or would you think free him up? And, this is where there's the debate.
I'd have him under a luxury player, because he has got all attributes. He can come on and beat 6 people, go back and beat them again. Mark Ellis used to be able to do that well as well.
Yes.
And then pass to somebody back on halfway line.
Yeah, back to goal there. Yeah. Yes, I think we do need one. Who? I don't know. I'd like that Draper, whatever his name is, but hasn't he gone somewhere?
I don't know.
Freddie Draper. I think. And it's no. Thought I seen something about it. Might have been recalled from old Oxford. This Negru, whatever.
Centre half, isn't it?
Yeah, centre half. Graham Alexander knows him from Salford, so maybe. I don't know.
I'd like to think we could get him. But I think it's a bit pie in the sky. We'll see.
And Haru, have you anything you want to chat about, vent about anything?
Nothing, to be honest, apart from, obviously, there has been rumours around saying that Jamie Walker may leave, that Harrogate Town and Tranmere Rovers that are interested in him, but I've got a deep feeling that he isn't going to go. He's going to stay with us, but there is that chance he may go, but we don't know yet.
I hope he stays, personally, if you're talking
about I hope he stays, honestly. I hope he stays.
So, question for everybody now. So, we've had a TikTok come in. Let me just find it. So, we've had, I think, Penn on TikTok. How come City are like little rivals with Carlisle? How would you answer that question, Lee? And then we'll just go across.
I would say we're not rivals with them. I think it's more from their side than ours. Do you know when people mention Carlisle to me, I don't give a stuff. Carlisle who? Who are Carlisle? What have they ever done? They got promoted, I know, and they came back down again, didn't they? Because they didn't like it up there. Bit of a nosebleed, and hey, we're back, lads. Nah, I don't think there's a rivalry. Not a realistic rivalry with Carlisle.
And what about yourself, Haru? What's your thoughts on this little rivalry we've got with Carlisle?
We're not a rivalry. Absolutely not a rivalry. Basically, it's come from both sides. Don't get me wrong, it's not just Carlisle. Some Bradford fans have been saying it as well that we're a rivalry. We're absolutely not. The reason why it's all kicked off is because they beat us in the semi-finals of the playoffs in 2023. When they beat us, and then they all think, oh, we're a rivalry. They went up, came back straight down, and then everyone's like, when we played Carlisle home, it was big atmosphere that we had, but I can tell you right now, we are not a rivalry. Absolutely not.
No, it was their manager that were pushing it, if you remember.
Yeah, true.
So my vent is leading on to this fake rivalry, what we've got with Carlisle. Carlisle fans, you can shove your fireworks so far up your ass, it can come out of your nose. it's not a rivalry. This you guys have made this a fake rivalry. You came up, you beat, like Haru said or Lee said, you beat us in the semis there. You got through. You got to the League One, but you bottled it, and now you've come all the way bottom of League Two. Personally, it's going to be controversial, but I think you and Morecambe are going down. You're just not good enough. Relegations. Yeah, back-to-back relegations. You're throwing money up the wall.
And one will
pissing money up the wall. Trying to buy players in to save your season. I don't think it's going to work. You've got a manager who was at MK Dons, and he did shit at MK Dons.
Did he get
saved MK Dons. Yeah, they saved your MK Dons by sacking him, or by getting him. It's a fake rivalry. Carlisle, I hope we smash it more, and I hope you get relegated. And that's it on that rivalry. Right, Lee.
I can agree with that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Last but not least, what is on your plate? What are you having for your tea?
Well, what was on my plate was butter chicken masala with sea kebabs and something I haven't tried before, but we got them from, I think it was Asda, butter chicken samosas. Very nice.
They are nice. They are nice.
Yeah. Any naan breads or poppadoms, Oatley?
No, I don't do bread. Diabetic, not allowed.
Yeah. And last but not
sometimes,
least,
maybe.
Haru, what's on the plate?
God knows, mate. God knows. It's a Friday night. Obviously, I'm in the hotel. I've got a frigging dinner menu. I've got a dinner menu in my hand.
Chip shop over at road when you're driving into that chip shop on right hand side as you're going into Carlisle before you get to Bridge is really good.
Yeah. I don't know yet. I don't know what the hell I'm going to go, because there's a pub across me right now. I might go in there. I don't know yet.
On a Friday, you're doing well to get a hotel in Carlisle, even at this time of year, because they have a thing over at weekend, and it's just absolutely.
I'm only doing it for tonight, because then I'm going back obviously the next day after. Hope, fingers crossed, we smash up. I'll be with the lads on the train, enjoying singing and chanting all the way back to Bradford.
And on my plate, I did have a McDonald's. It wasn't very nice again. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I'm probably going to go get some spring rolls in a minute. So a couple TikToks before we do disappear. Football edits. Yes, I am going to Carlisle tomorrow. We have to set off at 8:30. 8 o'clock. I'm setting off at 8:30, mate. Up the chickens, yeah, exactly. So, time to do this. So I want to say thank you very much for Lee coming. Hope you get well soon. Haru, pleasure as always. Thank you for coming. If you like what you're hearing, Chickens on the Loose podcast on all podcast services. Give us a like, give us a review, and just Chickens on the Loose podcast on all podcast services. We've got a small Facebook page, Chickens on the Loose, on Facebook. So get yourself over there, where we do Golden Goal every match day. And every season we do Super 6. And two more plugs. Chickens on the Loose on YouTube and just Brace Dodge on X. Also, thank you for everybody over on TikTok. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Up the chickens. And hope Carl get relegated. Night-night.
Brought us glory days. So let's all rally round and really make a sound that echoes across the valley from our city's football ground. Bradford are in the Premier League. Bradford are in the Premier League. City till I die. City till I die. I know I am not sure. across the angle. It's Lee Mills. It's 2-1 Bradford City.
Hi, Gemini. The football transfer window's open. How are my team's stats looking?
Well, your team definitely has a lot of star power.
Do you think we're going to have a good season?
It's going to come down to consistency and a little bit of luck on your side.
I'll let you know if we win.
I'll be keeping an eye on the scores.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're talking. Transfer to Google Pixel 9 with Gemini Live today. Sequences shortened. Gemini Live available for ages 18+. Internet required. Results are illustrative. Check responses for accuracy. Feature and account compatibility limitations apply.
Yo, UK! At BetMGM, we give our players sports betting entertainment like nobody's business. Football, horse racing, darts, boxing, tennis, golf, NFL, NBA. You name it, we got it. Offers? You know it. Bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM, it's showtime.
New customers only. Exclusions apply. 18+. Please gamble responsibly.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.